and then we check. We run this city for a little bit, see what happens here. I don't know if anything's gonna change here though. But you can see how once you've got a few cities going, you basically you're trying to balance a number of different cities, and your people would travel from one city to another to get to work and then to find jobs and things. We've got a few things being built here. No change in the residential yet. Let it run for a bit. And this RCI thing is shared between all the cities in the region, I think, because that looks exactly the same as the other one. So that actually, I mean, it's useful in some ways. Also difficult to manage in other ways, because I'm kind of putting all the industrial stuff at the far end of this chain of cities. And so, you know, if people are looking for industrial jobs, they're actually having to travel quite a long way to get them. Okay, so a new month and no change in the residential things. We got, you know, these people coming in for work and whatnot. All right, that's fine. Well, it's not really fine because that road is way over capacity, I think. Yeah, that's not very good. But I'll ignore that for now. It's not really our concern at this present moment. So another new month, no real change in the residential in this city. Is this not zoned properly? No, that's medium. So I've got medium zoned, but that they're not actually building up. Which is fair enough. Alright, so that's fine. Save and exit. Let me go back to Vulcan now, because I think now the demand for industry, no, definitely no. Reconcile edges means they'll demolish everything within 3 blocks of the boundary and then you know, match them up with the neighbouring cities. I don't actually want it to do that. Oh look, new factories are being built because the demand went up again. So yeah, basically I had to go back to the other city, let some, you know, buildings get built there so that there's more people looking for work, and then come back to build where they're gonna work. So does that make sense? Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. No, not that. I'm gonna turn this. What do you mean? What does that mean? No, I wanna do that. There we go, we can do that. And wow. Talk about landscaping. Alright, there we go. So I'm not gonna so this city was really messy. I think we can all agree on that when I first built this up. But after a small panic, we are now back in the green, substantially so. Especially with all these new manufacturing things being built. Way too many roads, way too much industrial area zoned. Like completely unnecessarily amount of roads, completely unnecessary amounts of zoning, but we are planning for the future, or at least that's what I tell myself. So you see, once again, the demand here has collapsed because, you know, we've built a few more factories, and that's that. Yep. So we're back in the green. Water is still kind of okay. Power is still okay, and mostly terrible. But missed jobs and population. Dirty industry, manufacturing. That's great. Look at that. There's like, what is that? 4,000 jobs? 4,000 industrial jobs here? Nobody actually lives here, but a lot of people work here. That's good enough for me. Look, they're still building. They really should stop building because there's not that much demand, guys. Guys, there's not that much demand. You should stop building. Although what it means now is that if I build on the big plot of land next door and I need, industrial jobs for those guys, I just come back to this side and play this for a bit, let the factories up here build up. So then I can avoid having to build factories there. Because I want that city to be an advanced city. So eventually high wealth, high population, high education, high healthcare, low pollution, and all the good stuff is gonna be in that big plot of land there. So then I can basically throw all the pollution on this side, and the way the simulation is set up, none of the pollution actually leaks over to the neighboring city. So yeah, so that's our game plan basically. Okay, we need more power. I get it. We need more power, and we need more water. All right, happy? Are you happy now? 8, and the loan. Once we pay off the loan, then it's only about 800. So we're making about $300 per month profit. Pretty good, considering how overbuilt the roads are and everything. But again, planning for the future, because we're smart. Not really, we kind of I can build some commercial stuff here too, but no, I will keep the commercial demand high because we want more commercial in the other city. Alright, I think we've reached equilibrium here again. Alright, so I'm going to pause this. I'm going to save and exit. So after a while, playing SimCity 4 becomes like this. You don't just kind of play in one city. Keep switching back and forth between the different cities in order to make sure everything makes sense. Alright, so let us run this for a bit, because this city is a little bit problematic. Like the traffic is odd. See, that's correct. 2,000 there. That's a waste opportunity there. But here, this is not correct. The 2,000 people here, they should really be going this way. See, no one's going this way at the moment. Let me just wait for the end of the month. Nope, still no one's going here. Still 2,000 cars or 3,000 cars there. This is I don't know what to say about this. These people are just silly. Okay, we'll wait. We'll give them a full month to reconsider. There we go. Reconsider their commute. Well, that's only 33. Give them some time. 68. There we go. You see, they're reconsidering their traffic options. They're realizing their mistake in everybody moving through here. You see how people are like the car number there is reducing over time, and it's increasing here over time because they're slowly finding out that this road is actually better for them. Yeah, look at that. And okay, no change. 166 still, okay, fine, you do that. What happens here? Are there more people going to work that way? Not really, not that I can tell. Stop that. That's still fine. There. I saw a few more medium wealth buildings go up. Did I? Oh, not really. So I think this is still at kind of equilibrium. The commercial stuff is developing a little bit. What is that? Bennett 46, 31. So the commercial stuff is developing a bit because there's demand. So the manufacturing demand has gone up a little bit again. Maybe I should go back next door and build a few more factories. People are having trouble finding work. That's not good. Why are they having trouble finding work? Let's leave them... Wait a minute, what's going on here? The pollution's not helping these guys, I don't think. That might be a problem. This city has problems. Like it needs more jobs, I think. I wonder if now is a good time to, convert some of this industrial stuff to high density. No, but there's no real demand anyway. Let me not do that. What they should be doing is going next door to find work. I don't want to tweak the city too much. Like I'm always tempted to tweak this city to make it work, but I know that I'm better off just letting it stay like this and then play the neighbouring cities instead. Alright, so there's a bit more demand here. Let me pause this. Save and exit to region. Go back to Vulcan, which is the most messy city I've built so far, I think. It's kind of, jammed everything in. Alright, let's... Oh, crap. Well, fire. Let's just put that, there, and fire truck. Can that fire... Are we having a problem with the fire truck? Oh, the fire's... Okay, the fire stopped. Well, that's... Okay, that's good. Okay, back to this. Oh, there we go. The manufacturing demand has gone up again. Like that road. Okay, that road doesn't actually work because there's a rubbish dump next door, so I understand why that doesn't work. Alright. So more factories being built. Wow, look at all that. Yes. So the manufacturing demand has gone up. So basically, like, when I play, what's it called? Sardinia. When I play Sardinia, like, they build more residential, so more people move in, and then they can't find work. So then I have to come back here, and then wait for the industrial stuff to build, and then go back, and then they find work in the new factories that have been built. So I'm kind of alternating between the two cities, basically. And I'm always tempted to, as I said, develop Sardinia, but I actually can't because there's no space there. So I'm kind of playing two cities as one, right? The jobs are here, and the people are there. Have we? Yep, we've gone and then reached equilibrium once more. And well, I've built the fire station. That reduces my profits, but that's okay. We're still in the green. Oh look, there's more demand. Alright, come on, build up. What's going on here? 2,000 cars, nothing really there. And in a way, once you play multiple cities, it actually becomes easier to develop each one, even though you have to flip between the different cities all the time. Like the demand really helps each other out, and the cross-city simulation is kind of, it's not very it's not very accurate, and I think it simplifies things to your benefit. I'm not sure, it feels like it simplifies things to your benefit. Like the commute time doesn't seem to be a problem. The fact that people are traveling across multiple cities and they have to travel a long time, that doesn't seem to be a problem. The pollution doesn't travel across boundaries. So even though people can walk from the other city to their jobs here, so they're in terms of the simulation, they're literally living right next door, but the pollution doesn't carry over. So you can have really dirty industry on one side and perfectly healthy people on the other side. So if you set up your cities like that, you can kind of benefit. And because the simulation only runs on one city at a time, what you can do is, like these neighborhood deals, we can import garbage and get money for it. Like if I import that, I get money for it. But what I can do is I can, when I play this city, I'll sell power and sell water and import garbage, and I'll get a lot of money for that. And then before I stop, I cancel the deals, save and exit, and then go to the other side, sell power from the other side, sell water from the other side, buy rubbish from the other side, and then profit there. And then before I save and quit on that side, I cancel the deals. So then we've got this temporal anomaly where both cities end up selling power and water to each other, and both cities profit from it, and then the money kind of comes out of nowhere because the simulation is not running both cities at the same time. It's only running one city at a time, even though they're doing stuff to each other. So you can kind of exploit the game like that. Am I running out of water again? I am running out of water again. Yes, you can exploit the game like that, and I don't know, I'm not doing that at the moment, and I don't really want to. But it's possible. You see what I mean? Okay, so that really has reached equilibrium this time, I think. I think we are at equilibrium. Maybe wait another month or so. And keeping in mind it takes about 50 years, or 10 years, I mean, not 50. It takes 10 years to repay the loan. I kind of want to waste more time here and then run down the loan a bit more. Alright, so we're going to wait until the beginning of the next month. And then save and exit. Oh, pause, and then save and exit. So more factories have been built, and let's see what happens back in Sardinia. I mean, in a way, I can probably demolish the factories and then move everything next door, and change that to commercial. I can do that, but as I said, I'm not going to actually fiddle around with developing this city too much. We've still got the Clean Air Act. And we're supposed to have a Clean Air Act, but if you look at the air pollution, it doesn't really seem to be doing much, does it? I guess it's probably worse if we don't have that. I planted the trees, but they haven't made too much difference. I might plant more trees. Let's let the simulation run for a little bit, and let me just plant more trees in the meantime. Trees, maples, spruce, oak. I like aspens. There's no aspens, so let's go for spruce. And the idea of the trees is to block the pollution. Although at this point it seems a little bit optimistic, doesn't it? I don't know why these guys are developing. It might be because the trees are sucking up the pollution and suddenly they decide to upgrade. They will do that sometimes. Like, there's a lot of limiting factors on your city growing, and the game doesn't really tell you what they are. Oh look, these are degraded. Look at that. I think it's because, yeah, so they build a high wealth commercial thing here, but the pollution is so high that it's degraded into a low wealth commercial thing, which is fine because we need more low wealth stuff anyway. I think this really is the pollution, and once I put down the trees, they upgrade because of the reduced pollution. Yeah, so there's a lot of limiting factors, like traffic can be a limiting factor, pollution can be a limiting factor, the demand caps can be a limiting factor, and the game doesn't really tell you which one exactly it is. Like when you kind of look at a building, or look at a part of a city that's not doing so well, like the game doesn't give you that many clues as to why it's not doing so well. And so sometimes, you put down a few trees and suddenly everything kind of develops, or you build a park and everything develops, or you build some public transit and then everything develops. And then that's because it's the pollution, it's because it's the demand cap, it's because it's traffic, things like that. So you don't really know. Sometimes it's worthwhile to just save the game and then experiment just to see if it makes any difference. And if it does, then you found it, you figured it out. I really think this is pollution. Like, you see, every time I plant trees, these things develop. I think there's a problem with pollution here, which is not surprising because of the factories. We know the factories are generating a lot of pollution anyway, so the pollution was a problem for the commercial things. What I can actually do is put down parks here as well, because not all the parks work, but there's one, the cheapest park, the open grass area. You can put down the open grass area, which counts as parks, which improves the environmental things, and it's a small demand cap buster as well. And then you can plant trees on the grass as well. So that's one of the little tricks that I've figured out along the way in the time I've been playing this game. So instead of just planting trees to stop pollution, you kind of put down the parks and then also plant the trees. And that actually benefits your city a bit more. Oh, look at that. I think there was a demand cap issue there, because I put down the parks and now these things are upgrading as well. In fact, let's look around the city a little bit more. No. Wow, job problems. Nope, so I think maybe that was just a pollution problem. So maybe I'll do a bit more of that. Like, put down the parks and then plant the trees. So this is helping a little bit. Those houses down at the bottom right still don't have jobs though. That is a concern. I think they want commercial jobs and they're not getting it. I think that's the problem. Because there's plenty of industrial jobs. Or, yeah, there's way too much industrial jobs. I really think they want commercial jobs. Which is why they're not, they're not happy, they're not getting it. Maybe I'll go back to Rutu and put in some... Oh wow, car crash. It means that the road is congested when they have car crashes. I'm gonna go to Rutu and put in some commercial. I wonder if that would help. Yeah, look at that. Once I put in the parks around here, suddenly everything around it upgrades. So, the parks were obviously one of the limiting factors in this part of town as to why people weren't developing and building more things. And that's not surprising. You guys, look at that. Once we do that, everyone's like, oh look, parks. We love parks. Everybody move in. So that happens. And that improves this area a little bit. We can also check if the pollution has decreased as well. Actually, no. Like if they're demanding commercial jobs, that's a good thing, because I plan to build a commercial city in that big piece of land right next door. So maybe I'll just save this. I'll just keep them disappointed for now. Oh, cool. I'll just keep these guys disappointed for now, and then later on I can give them everything they want. Once I move to the next city, next door. Yeah, look at it, like everything is degraded. Look at that. Wow, abandoned to the low demand. That's terrible. So I mean, that's only like hiring 11 out of 39 possible people. So everything is degraded around here. Not that good. Oh wait, water? Are you serious? I'm out of water again? Let's just check this. Let's just slow down the simulation. Wow, look at all these people not having enough jobs. Alright, let's just check some of this stuff. Crime, pretty much the same. Let me just change that to 5 year. Yep, crime's pretty much the same. Commute time, like you see, like that bit, they were simulating traveling across city. to get to work, and so then suddenly it's all sorts of congestion. See how the car, that was up to 2,000 or 3,000 at some point. Now it's down to 800. So that significantly reduced the congestion across the city. That's gone up to 400. I don't know what happened to the rest of the people who were supposed to work here. Maybe they found jobs in that city instead. So the congestion's gone down on this thing, which probably helps the commute time. Power is fine. Water, not fine. Okay, we need to give them more water. And then let the simulation run for a little bit. Air pollution, not good, but not increasing. That's good. Jobs and population. Commercial. Let's see. Low. Oh, I see. Low wealth commercial has gone down, but the demand is actually there for low wealth commercial. I don't know why they decide to go down like that. That's crazy. Anyway, that might be the pollution problem. Water pollution is stable. Garbage is getting a little bit out of control. Education is improving, and we don't even have a high school. Maybe that's why the high. Okay, I see. I think that's what it is. So people's education levels are improving, and so then they are moving into the medium wealth bracket, but then there's no medium wealth jobs for them. So, they're kind of stuck in that way. Maybe we should demolish the school so they get dumb again, and then they can do the low. See that, that's apparently a high wealth apartment building, but there's not enough high wealth jobs around here. I don't know why I don't know. Anyway, people are getting more educated. Good. Life expectancy is slowly increasing, so the school and the hospital are doing their thing. So you see, that income, that's when I built Vulcan. So a lot of manufacturing jobs appeared next door, which were somewhat higher paying than the jobs on this side, so that suddenly spiked up there. Funds are healthy. RCI is okay, so I think we can. Oh, wait a minute. Air pollution? I don't know if that actually changed at all, really. Did it change? Did that reduce a bit of air pollution here? I can't tell. I really can't tell. Water pollution, okay. Yeah, this city has problems, but that was the point, really, wasn't it? Alright, save and exit. So, we started the session talking about building a new industrial city, or industrial, I guess, district of this city. And then we ended up playing the other cities more than we were playing Vulcan. I guess that's how it goes. So if we run the simulation a little bit, the industrial demand probably is going to collapse, because it has collapsed next door. Just wait until the end of the month. I don't know. I think we've kind of stalled enough. I don't think we can stall anymore. You see that's collapsed. By stalling, I mean holding off on playing the really big piece of land. I'm kind of. I worry, because it's not easy playing such a large piece of land. I've tried it before, and usually it gets out of hand. There's a lot of micromanagement you have to do. Maybe I'll build this one. Maybe just have a look at this city. So there's really no space for a city here. No, we don't want to establish it just yet. So we're gonna have to have I might have to actually build a, what do you call it? Is it a highway? Probably a highway around here, and then a bridge across here, and then a bridge across here. This would be like a bridge city, mostly. And then maybe I'll put some residential here. I wonder if I can manage to put high wealth residential here. Maybe, maybe not. And anyway, it would be mostly residential, and that won't pay for the highway though. Maybe it'll just be an avenue. Maybe just an avenue across there. Or maybe we can leave that for later. For now, just an avenue along this edge of the map at least. And then residential stuff here maybe. Anyway, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Like there's a lot of, I don't know, I don't understand this thing, because there's a lot of these, there's quote unquote cities. I'm doing the air quotes thing with my fingers like a douchebag. So quote unquote cities, but you can't build anything here. Like, why would they make this? It's not even playable, to be honest. So this is a bit strange, some of these cities. I don't want to waste too much time there, although I guess it contributes a little bit. Maybe I'll build one more. I'm putting this off basically. I'm thinking we can do this as well, even though it's mostly mountains, so it's kind of difficult. We can probably put kind of like a residential area there, but there's a lot of mountains. Maybe I don't really want to. We can make it another industrial town. It's like a massive valley here. I don't know why. Maybe like in like a residential thing here, and then we can do that. Or no, industrial, because we want the residential here and then industrial outside. We want to keep the pollution in the neighbouring cities, right? Okay, we're gonna start. No, we're gonna do this next, and then we're gonna start that. Alright, I'm gonna stop talking. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm kind of planning and playing this game. I keep worrying that I'm not explaining things enough. Like, you understand, like, jobs, like the population and jobs. People live here. They need jobs. They need to find work. So they're kind of living here and finding work there and finding work here, kind of. Arcadia is not finished. I don't know if I've ever finished this city, because anyway, I probably won't. So they're kind of traveling to neighboring cities to get work. And we're seeing how once we play multiple cities, you can actually have, you know, the zones in different cities. Like there's just industrial in Vulcan, and that actually works as a city. Like we're not losing money anymore, so we're making a small profit. And you know, we got power and water, and then everything's fine, just like that. It's unrealistic in the sense that, you know, the crime and the fires and the pollution don't carry over the neighboring cities, only the jobs do. So you're like getting the benefits without having to deal with all the problems. You can't do that in the real world, but anyway, that's the game. Okay, I'll stop talking, and yeah, so that's that for now.